Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Virtual Forwards Work Club. My name is Neil and I'm a job broker for the Forwards Employment Service. If you missed last week's episode, feel free to check it out now. The link will be in the description. Otherwise, let's get started with today's session. But before we begin, let's first of all look at the answers to last week's activity. In this short session, we're going to look at two things: disclosure on an application form and different types of support available. First, what does disclosure mean? Well, when it comes to an application form for a job, it's sharing information about you that would otherwise not be known. Some things we often don't mind sharing, our names for instance, or perhaps a phone number or email address. But what about the more personal things? Age, gender, home address, or types of disability? You will often be asked these questions during an application or perhaps during the interview, and where some you can choose not to disclose, some you would need to disclose in order to be employed. Let's look at what you should do when you're confronted with these questions. You'll notice a lot of these questions have the option, "I would rather not say." It's not a trick question, it's completely fine to answer with "I would rather not say." But why would you rather not say? If you think it might affect your chances of being offered a job, remember that if you were not offered the job based on these answers, it would be considered discrimination. Discrimination is a serious matter, and although it does still happen, you should be proud of who you are. Don't let other people's prejudices stop you from being you. You may find that some of the questions make you feel a little embarrassed, but I suggest that you're completely honest with your answers. Many of these questions will likely be answered when you first meet them, so I'd recommend being transparent in your application. So next time you're completing an application, remember what disclosure means, and that they aren't trick questions or intended to embarrass you. Moving swiftly on, let's take a very quick look at what support is out there for you. Well, top of that list, I suppose, is us, the Forwards Employment Service. If you are receiving support from us, we can complete an application with you and even attend the interview with you if you prefer. We can go through mock interviews or discuss correct clothing. Just remember, we're there to help. Check out this quick guide to prepare for an interview by clicking on the link in the description. So what happens if you're offered a job? Access to Work are able to fund job coaching at no cost to you or the employer. A job coach can work with you for the first 2 or maybe 3 months to let you settle into the role. Access to Work are also able to fund for taxis as well if there are no buses to and from your work. Check out the link in the descriptions for many resources that you may find helpful. And that is it for this week's session. Like I said, it was a short one. Next week we're going to check out the make or break of being offered a job: interviews. Please leave feedback in the comments section below, and we hope to see you next week.